Rise and shine, everyone. Thank you for joining us on air and streaming on the KARE 11 app here at 6 a.m. on this Friday, this finally Friday. I'm Jason Hackett alongside Alicia Lewis. It's going to be a wonderful day. There's a lot going on today downtown Minneapolis as well.
Oh, Art Whirl's happening. I love Art Whirl. And the weather today, John, is going to be perfect. Tomorrow, pretty decent too. It's Sunday that you have that weather impact alert.
Yeah, Sunday is the dicey day. Now, I've had a lot of folks ask me morning and midday changing plans. That's dicey. Let me explain why. When you are not, we can't get our high resolution models yet on Sunday. The HER model doesn't go out far enough. So we don't know where the dry periods are going to be. I, however, know there will be dry periods at some point in the middle of the day. But we also know that nighttime is going to be ripping. We're warming up. I mean, it's 10 degrees warmer out here. 61 degrees in the metro, even to the north. We are in the 50s. I feel like it was an eternity ago when we were talking about the frost. 53 in Bemidji. Here are the south winds. South winds also ushering in 21 plus million birds into the state here this morning. Again, you can actually see that. Look at that stout south wind. That's why we're going to be so much warmer. And speaking of the birds, picking them up here on radar. How cool is that as they're moving in? The rain from yesterday, the rain is moving, and that rain is gone. So today and tomorrow are fantastic days. We'll time out that Sunday weather coming up.
Good morning, 6:01. I've been tracking a crash down in Burnsville for about 30 minutes or so. 35W northbound at Cliff Road. It looks like the crash is clearing, which is great. If you're coming up from Lakeville, I still would add 5 minutes in that area just as things clear up, but no longer need to add 8 to 10 minutes or even potentially changing your route. So that is the good news. This is the area that I'm talking about as you head up toward Bloomington, but not seeing that red down there anymore. Taking a look at other parts of the Twin Cities Metro, I'm not seeing a lot of slowing, which is great for 6:02, and we also know that Fridays are a lot quieter than the start of the week. The big story, there are 3 weekend closures, 2 over on 94 between Minneapolis and St. Paul. That will impact you if you're going to the Timberwolves game tonight. So stick around for a few more minutes here. I'll explain that project. If you're in the West Metro, there's another weekend project happening on Highway 12, this time between Orono and Wayzata. So make sure you stick around for that info too.
Moves that the House adjourns until 12 noon Saturday, May 16th, 2026. All those in favor say aye.
Wow, well, tensions growing at the state capitol as shouts to hold the vote ring out in the House chamber. Democrats at the Capitol overnight staging a sit-in demanding a vote on gun control. That sit-in started yesterday, and Democratic lawmakers are still at it right now as we speak, saying they'll continue the sit-in for as long as it takes.
And it could be a while. Republican House Speaker Lisa Demuth adjourned this session until tomorrow afternoon. Megan McPherson's live at the Capitol with where things stand this morning, and things have gotten pretty nasty there, Megan.
Yeah, they have, Jason and Alicia, here in the House chambers behind me. The chambers have become the stage for a fierce debate over whether a vote will be taken to ban assault-style weapons and high-capacity magazines. That is the bill that's really causing all of this tension here at the Capitol. Last night, a motion to take up that bill failed following hours of debate. Republican Speaker Lisa Demuth then adjourning the House until noon tomorrow. They were supposed to resume business here at 11 this morning. That is no longer happening. That decision is what sparked these hold the vote chants that you are hearing right now. DFL House members say they are willing to sit in as long as it takes for this gun violence prevention bill to be brought to a vote.
We are going to be here for as long as it takes to tell the stories of urgency that people have been sharing with us month after month. We will see members sitting in and saying it is time for an up or down vote, because what people cannot do is hide from this vote.
Right now, it's unclear what it would take for the two sides to reach a compromise. Mike Moisky, who lost his 10-year-old daughter Harper in the Annunciation School shooting, tells us that Speaker Demuth told his family that this bill would get a vote. But Demuth, however, she only said that the legislation would move through the normal committee process, but the bills failed to advance after party line committee votes. We've also heard Republicans here on the floor saying yesterday that they just don't believe that this legislation should be brought to a vote, signaling that they don't support it. I'll break all of this down just a little bit further coming up in 30 minutes. Back to you.
All right, Megan McPherson reporting live from the Capitol. Thanks so much. 6:05 here on your Friday morning. Well, this morning the Wild and Frost are out. And now it's just up to the Wolves. They're our final hope for a deeper playoff run, but they face a tough challenge tonight hosting the Spurs in a must-win Game 6.
Audrey Russo's outside Target Center this morning with everything that you need to know. What we know is that they have to win.
Looks like she's inside, too.
Yeah, we know that they have to win. This is a must-win scenario. Now, the minute fans step inside the Target Center, they're going to feel the energy. Take a look at that. We've got this awesome 2026 playoffs banner. Now, this theme, this playoffs hype, kind of is a theme throughout the entire Target Center on all of the branding, all the signage. Take a brief ride with me up the escalator while I show you. Now, the doors here at Target Center open at 7:30. The game tips off at 8:30, and getting here early is going to be pretty important in order to get parking, make sure you get settled, get a little bevy. Yeah, you can see playoffs up here, playoffs, Wolves back, all down the hallway. Now, in the last 24 hours, the team posted this video of the players practicing their shots, buckets for days. All of that, of course, though, is without the San Antonio Spurs and Victor Wembanyama blocking their every single move. Now, tickets for tonight's game have gone up in just the last day or so, about $20. The cheapest seats you can see now are over $100. By the way, helping to alleviate some of the downtown frenzy tonight, the fact that the Minnesota Twins have actually moved the start time of their game up by about an hour, and that's just to allow some of the Twins fans to filter out so that the Wolves fans can come in to downtown and get the party started. Back to you.
I love that you're just riding the escalator this morning, Audrey.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun time here. I'm having fun already, and there's nobody in here besides me and my photographer, Adam, who did a masterful job riding the escalator while holding the camera steady. So hats off to you, Adam.
Good job, Adam.
Good job by him. I was wondering if there's any way you'd be able to sneak onto the court since there's nobody in the building, maybe get a couple of jump shots in. I don't know.
Check back in a half hour. We'll see.
Ooh, okay.
That's what we call a tease in the business. All right, Audrey.
Thanks, Audrey.
Appreciate it. Getting back home after the game might be tough for some fans with parts of 94 shutting down starting at 10 o'clock. So let's get to CC Games with a closer look at this major weekend road closure. This could be a potential nightmare for a lot of folks, CC.
Yeah, you know, I want you to be prepared for the weekend. So 94 is going to shut down the westbound lanes. That's going to be the first project starting tonight at 10. Things are going to shut down between 35E and Dale Street. That's going to be an all weekend thing. So that part will open back up on Monday morning at 5. But I drew out the detours for you. 35E, Highway 36, and look at this, 35W will get you around that. Remember, Highway 280 is closed. That would be the normal route, but take 35W this time around. Where you're going to start seeing some trouble, especially if you're going to the Timberwolves game, 94 eastbound. Those lanes shut down an hour later at 11 o'clock, and that's going to shut down between 35W in Minneapolis and 35E in St. Paul. So that entire stretch. So as you make your way out of the game, you're going to need to add some extra time, maybe, you know, grab some food or something like that to wait the rush out. The detour is still the same, 35W, Highway 36, 35E. But yeah, please add some extra time in that area or just prepare to sit through some traffic because everyone's going to be taking that detour. If we take a look in that area right now, things look pretty decent. I'm not seeing any major slowing in that area. Mostly just construction barrels are out and about right now. But this is 94 right now. Your morning commute and your drive home will be just fine.